people? Hello, welcome. What's up? Let's do this. Woo! Well, happy solstice. Blessed solstice to everybody. Hello, Desiree, Brianna. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? What's good? I wasn't sure, y'all. Oh no. Y'all, I'm so messy. Like I try not to be. I really do, but like I have a mess everywhere. Like yarn. I have yarn everywhere. And it's like I clean and then 2 seconds later I have yarn everywhere. It's absolutely maddening actually. Well hello Chloe. Northern I want to go to Ireland. I do. How fun would that be? So precious, so beautiful. Um yes. Okay, y'all. We're gonna do something new. If we do, we don't, it's fine. But if you want me to pull one card for you later on after we do this collective reading, I can. I will do it by donation. So you can make a donation via PayPal, paypal.me/the Deviant Witch. If you make a donation, I will add you to the list and we will pull cards for individuals after. If we don't get any donations, that's fine too. We just won't do it. Well, hello, T Lynn. Good to see you. Hello, Mary, Raylene. Welcome, welcome. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna work. Okay, so I had a little solstice gift from Wayward Wearables. Um, he got me the Sacred Hags Oracle. It says Sacred Hags Oracle, Visionary Guidance for Dreamers, Witches, and Wild Hearts by Danielle Dolsky. Illustrations by Janine Houseman. This looks really, really cool. So we're gonna, it's my first time working with this deck, so we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna pull from this deck and just enjoy our time together and see what pops up. I've never worked with this before, so it should be interesting. So yeah, let's get into it. Boom. This is for the 22nd, which is Wednesday. So depending on where you're at, I think it might already be Wednesday, or if you're like me, tomorrow's Wednesday. So take some time, y'all. Take some time to focus on your breathing. Take some time to tune in, ground and center. Give yourself this moment to connect with your spirit, your guides, your gods, your allies. Connect with all the good shit for your highest and best. Call it in, be present with it, and just take some time to really give yourself this moment to check in. What do I need? What do we need to discuss today? What's going on? What kind of collective energy do we need to be aware of? Just tune in. All right. So when you're ready, go ahead and comment 1, 2, or 3, the first number that pops into your head, 1, 2, or 3. That first number that does pop into your head, you can comment or write it down, whatever you prefer. Again, this is our time together. And if it's all about your experience. So if you don't want to comment, you can just write it down and take notes. So 1, 2, 3, the first number that pops into your head. And just remember, like always, all 3 cards are part of our collective reading. The card that you choose is a focal piece. It helps you take a collective reading and make it a little more personal. It doesn't replace a one-on-one reading, but it is something that we can utilize to discuss. So 1, 2, or 3, and let us see what comes up. So I hope everyone is doing well. Blessed solstice. 3, 3, 1, 3. Awesome. Okay. I think we're ready. 1, 2. Ooh, all right. And 3. Huh. This is interesting. And again, like always, like I've been doing, I'll share with you the pictures of the cards later on. I'll post it to my Instagram, which will share to my Facebook. So we'll post a little later. So are you ready for this? 1, 2, or 3, the first number that pops into your head, go ahead and comment or write down whatever you prefer. So, card 1. Dominant for those who chose card one and supporting for those who did not. So, card one, Dance of the Rebel Heathens. Dance. It's funny because I thought it said Heathers. No, it's Dance of the Rebel Heathens. Celebration. Grandmother speaks. Ah, my love, let's not take ourselves so seriously. Our magic surely suffers when the ropes of our discipline become too tightly wound, after all. Just for today, let us be true priestesses of the wild and celebrate the spinning pleasure planet on which we live. Let us drum, let us dance, let us remember why we chose to be born to this feeling flesh. So there's two aspects to these cards from what I'm learning. They have like a morning ritual and then they have like a moonlight ritual. So I'm going to give you both, okay? And so morning ritual, the spell of desire. What a brilliant I wonder if the moonlight ritual is like the reversed. Huh. I'm not really sure. Also, see, I haven't worked with this book, but anyways, the spell of desire. What a brilliant blessing! This amber dawn. Breathe deeply and face the south, the direction of heat and joy. Close your eyes and ask yourself what you desire most. What fleeting medicine would nourish your aching heart? Sense the embodied feeling. What color, shape, and temperature is your desire? Desire is much sharper than longing, and it runs hotter and feels more urgent than our lesser wants. Now, as you hold the tension of this feeling, can you recall a time in your life when what you desired most was something that you have now? Something you in this moment do hold in your hands or heart. Dance between these psychic points now, holding the feeling of desire, all the while, memory of desire, present moment, yet to come vision of your current desire fulfilled, present moment, memory of desire, and so on. Stay with this and keep breathing. Your body may want to move in the response to the sensation. Let it, if so. Become desire embodied in soft skin until you feel a shift in consciousness. When your memories and visions of the yet to come begin to feel similarly reachable, similarly familiar in vibration and realness, slow the psychic dance and begin to ground yourself. Feel your heartbeat, breathe, and come home to only the present moment. Here you are, and so it is. All blessings be. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up? Dance of the Rebel Heathen celebration. So something, another thing to consider. I'm going to give you the moonlight ritual now, but think about this. What's being expressed? What are your first thoughts? The first thing that pops into your head. No right or wrong answers. Just express. What comes up for you. Feel free. So moonlight ritual. The rebels rest. Face the moon if you are able, and read these words aloud to that silver orb who has seen it all. I sang the softest flesh back onto the broken ribs of who I once was, and I danced my dead heart back to life. I howled from the depths, and the gel of my eyes returned to the black hole sockets where the worms had made their home. Again, I was whole and human again. I was a tender babe full of faith, and I celebrated my own birthday with a lullaby before sleeping. The heathens sleep, the rebels rest. So two little practical things that you can do. But again, Dance of the Rebel Heathens. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Um, I feel like this is energy. This is magic in motion, right? So Dance of the Rebel Heathens for this first initiating card, right? I do feel like it's expressing now is a really good time to have fun and to focus on our desire and to embody it. Like it's really important that we enjoy our lives and enjoy the process that is unfolding in which we are calling to ourselves those desires. We are calling and we are manifesting, what we want. We're putting that request out there and we're doing the work to make it happen. And instead of being so serious about things, I think it's time to have fun with what we're creating. It's time to have fun with with what we're bringing into our lives. Does that make sense? And so again, dance of the rebel heathens. It's time to celebrate your success, celebrate the desires in which you have, and focus on what is new and fresh and exciting to you, and channel that energy and allow yourself to receive it. Allow yourself to be overcome by that energy, right? And allow yourself to be open to moving with how that energy impresses upon you. um the feeling of being really alive and living in the moment, yes, and manifesting our desires, yeah, yeah. And it's like, it's thinking, right? We reflect upon, what, where we've been, and where we are and where we're headed. But it's also about asking for what we want, and really feeling that energy of what we're casting for, what we're creating, right? And in this moment, we bring it back to the present moment. We know we can achieve these things. We know we're able to call this forth because we've done so in the past, and we will do so again. And so we know the layout, and it is time for us to allow ourselves to receive. It is time for us to dance, to have fun, and to celebrate the energy that we have to tap into to make it happen, and definitely flow with the present moment. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. The next card, card 2, is songs. Songs of the Seal Women. Homecoming. So we had celebration, right? And then we have homecoming. What does homecoming, represent to you? What does that say to you? How does it make you feel? Homecoming. Songs of the Seal Women. And grandmother speaks. Come home, child. Come home. Come home to the truth of who you are. Have you forgotten what makes your poet's soul sing? Recall a time in your life when you were so certain of your sovereignty, when you knew your work had worth and your heart was worthy of love. What or who has stolen your wildness away? Homecoming is a practice art. We do not stumble upon our authenticity. It is hard won. Ooh, I like that. We do not stumble upon our authenticity. It is hard won. And retaining our genuine nature takes discipline. So many societal forces try to peel our fingers back from our pelt, from our more creaturely skin, and we do not find ourselves home without effort. I promise you, though, the return is well worth the work. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What comes up for you? I like that, homecoming. So think about that. This is a morning ritual practicing the heart home vibration. So ask yourself this morning, what does home mean? When do you feel most home? And what steals you away from that embodied feeling? Take to your journal and complete these prompts repeatedly so you are left with 12 to 20 statements. Home is dot dot dot. Home is not dot dot dot. Look for conflicting beliefs about what home means, as these often point to outmoded or indoctrinated pseudo truths that are no longer yours yet still control much of your world. Mind these statements for truth by setting into the heart home vibration. Begin to repeat in a whisper: love, gratitude, empathy. Love, gratitude, empathy. Stay with this for about a minute until you feel a very subtle sense of warmth gathered at heart center. Then read your statements one at a time. The statements that allow your heart home frequency to remain unchanged without a slight upward lift or a downward pull are true for you. This attunement takes practice, of course, as we are trained to distrust our bodily sensations, particularly those that are soft and less pronounced than pain. Circle the statements that feel the most true, that left your heart home frequency undisturbed, and reread them aloud as affirmations for the day. What does that say to you? Are you thinking of homecoming? What does it mean to you? And I'll share with you the moonlight ritual, spell of the sleep sanctuary. As you go to sleep tonight, psychically build your ideal sanctuary from the inside out. Recall what home means to you and revisit the truest statements from the morning ritual exercise. If you are moved through the practice, If you move through the practice, let these statements form the foundation of your ideal sanctuary. Then begin to create your home. Be the witch architect. What objects are in your sacred space? What colors? Are you in nature or indoors? How are the elements represented? Imagine your body curled into a soft shape in the sanctuary and look for any messages about home that might visit you here as you drift off to sleep. What symbols find you and what might they mean? Rest and perfect love and perfect trust. So, y'all, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up? So, Songs of the Seal Women, card 2, Homecoming. I like what it expresses. Okay. I like that. I like how it expresses that, finding your authenticity is hard work. Remaining in your authenticity is hard work. We need to learn to celebrate who we are and celebrate our life. And sometimes that means that remaining true to who we are all the time. It should mean that we're remaining true to our nature. But society can make us feel some type of way, or can try to make us feel some type of way, or look at us or treat us a certain type of way if we don't fit within their mold, right? And so with this, it's like homecoming. It's time to come home. It's time to remember who you are. It's time to remember your strengths. It's time to cover yourself in that energy and remember your space, remember your sacredness, remember your home, and revel in it, and honor it and celebrate it, and remember that you're here to be you. You're not here to be anyone else. You're not here to do anything for anyone else. You're here to unfold all that is precious within you, right? Does that make sense? And so, this is for Wednesday, which is, associated with Mercury. And I think that's a really good place to start is discerning our ability to communicate, right? And looking to effectively communicate our own stories, our own reality. Like what is it that we want to participate in? Again, a Dance of the Rebel Heathens and Songs of the Seal Women. We have two cards that are, celebration and homecoming. And so this is definitely effective in regards to communication, how we express our story. Who are we? What are we? What do we align with? Who do we seek to become? It's being more mindful of what it is we desire in life, and not the desires that are projected onto us by outside sources, but the desires of our own nature. Remembering what we're actually capable of, and loving it. Does that make sense? Need a little sip. Y'all are quiet today. All right. So let's get into card 3. Card 3. Oh, interesting. So card 3. So we have what? We have celebration, we have homecoming, and we have elderhood. Card 3, elderhood. The grandmother's prayers. Elderhood. So grandmother speaks. What elders have you been blessed to know in your life, child? Elders are truly compassionate wisdom keepers who stand on that wild divide between innocent grace and high fire leadership. They have lived long, yes, but that is most certainly not the only qualification for elderhood. A true elder, my love, allows their soul to guide while their smaller selves and ego born desires take the back seat. You know you are conversing with an elder because youthful wonder and otherworldly knowing converge in their woods. If you want to truly understand spirit and divinity, ask an elder. Mind you, they may have no great title, no letters following their name. There is a humility accompanying their wisdom and an adamant refusal to claim ownership over principles and language that are timeless. Elderhood, the grandmother's prayers. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So let's see, the morning ritual, the wise one of the woods. So this morning you have never been more awake. Face the east, the direction of both birth and death, the realm of grace where endings meet initiation. take to your journal and write the short tale of the wise one of the woods. You may use the prompts I offer here to create your own. If you have been blessed to know elders in your life, perhaps this story is their story. So here's a little prompt, y'all. I met her, him, them in the woods. That wise one who told me, dot, 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 her, his, their lessons spoke of, dot, dot, dot. In those moments, I reconsidered my dot dot dot. I wondered why for so long I dot dot dot. Forever shall I be grateful to that elder for illuminating my dot dot dot. So, some journal prompts, something to work with. The Moonlight Ritual, Dream Visitation by the Ancestral Crone. Before sinking into sleep on this night, set the intention to meet a crone ancestor from ancient times, a primal grandmother of your bloodline who holds your best interest at heart, who will gift you with a symbol of the medicine you need right now in your life. Upon waking, if you did receive a symbol, try to find a physical representation of this medicine and place it on your altar. This is important because should the crone from your dream become a guide for you in your spiritual work, you need to develop a common language. If she shows you a bone, find or draw a bone and place it somewhere sacred. Over time, the communication between the two of you will become much clearer. Okay. So elderhood. We have Dance of the Rebel Heathen, Songs of the Seal Women, and the Grandmother's Prayers. What does the Grandmother's Prayers, Elderhood, say to you? How does it make you feel? I think it's I like that it ends the reading for Wednesday because I think that we need to remember our elders. We need to remember, the wisdom that we've been blessed with by those who have come before us and those who may come after. Right? It's time to connect with the flow of energy and to just pay attention to those gems that are offered to us and to really connect there and know that this could be a time where you seek your elders, you seek out your elders and communicate with them and listen to their stories and listen to whatever they have to offer. I feel like that's an important lesson today. And I think that whether it's like a physical, in-person elder, or you reach out in spirit, if you do that, or just start to think about the elders in your life and maybe reach out energetically and start remembering the stories that they offered, or different recipes or different gems that they've offered you during their time, right? Um, I think that is a good place to start. So, because y'all are so quiet, let's see. Okay, so we have card one, Dance of the Rebel Heathens, which is celebration. Card two, Songs of the Seal Women, which is homecoming. And card three, Elderhood. What is that? How does that blend for us? What does that say to you? What do you make of it? Again, this is our time together. This is a co-creative process. So it's not just what I have to offer, but it's what you have to offer as well, what you perceive. I like all three cards because I feel, again, for Wednesday, it's paying attention to the collective energy, the collective force, where we need to find ourselves in celebration a little more. We need to remember our authenticity, right? At the core of it, we need to remember who we are. Who am I? Who do I want to become? What makes me happy? Not what other people project on me, or what I feel I should be happy with. It's not about what other stuff. It's about what I find happy, what I find joyous, what I think, right? What is nourishing and nurturing me. So that's something to pay attention to, and we need to celebrate that in life. We need to honor that, and we need to be a little rebellious. We need to, again, deviate from the path and start honoring our own our own call, right? Or it could be take care of your elders as they take care of you. It could be, for sure. Hecate, yes. Treasure your elders, yeah. And it's like, treasure the energy that is offered. We all have something to offer. And it's like, with homecoming at the core of it, it's find yourself. Who are you? What are your desires? What do you want out of life? Right? So I think that's important to ask. We need to ask ourselves, like, who am I? Like, what makes me happy? What brings me joy? What do I find soul nourishing? What do I love? What do I want to what do I want to share with this world? What do I want to be a part of? And let me not take things so seriously. Let me remember the dance of the rebel heathens, and let me have fun, and let me not be too serious so I do not stagnate the energy that is moving in my world. And if I want something, I ask for it, and I put my energy into it, and I open and I allow myself to receive it, and I move that energy within my body, within my life. I embody it, right? And then elderhood, let me listen to the stories of those who have come before me. Let me remember the gems that people have to offer me. Let me be open to the life of others. Let me be open to what they have to say. Let me communicate that. I'm here for myself. I'm here um, to activate that, activate my authentic nature. Remember the humble gnomes. So what is it? I like this. I like it. It gives us a lot to think about. It really does. It gives us a lot to think about. Um, and I like it. I do. Sorry, I'm like really contemplating this. So again, Dance of the Rebel Heathen, Songs of the Seal Women, and the Grandmother's Prayers. I really like that this is happening. This is in the energy, the collective for Wednesday, which is Mercury, which is about networking and communicating. And so I feel like this is also an extension of previous readings where it's saying, look, yeah, this is for the 22nd. Yeah, I try to do the reading the day before, so you have time, just to pay attention, to meditate and prepare. Um, so what I really like about this is it's definitely reminding us, like, it's time for us to trust ourselves, and it's time for us to really become more of us in our world. Like, stop pretending. And I think we all pretend to an extent. Like, it's important to stop pretending for other people. We have to get to know ourselves well enough to share that with the world. And if people don't like who we are, that's on them. And I guess it's easier said than done for some people. Like, for me, like, whether you're blood family or not, it really doesn't matter. Like, if you don't like me, or if you don't agree with certain things about me, then that's on you. And I don't need that in my life. I focus on what I love. Some people can't do that. Some people have a hard time doing that. And it's like, oh, I don't care if you're related to me or not. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice my happiness, my joy, to be in your family. Does that make sense? And I feel this in this reading and previous readings we've done, and I want to share that with you. It's so important for us to remember that the most important thing is us in our lives. I'm not going to compromise my happiness. I'm not going to compromise my joy. I've done that before, and I don't like who I am when I do that. And I don't like other people putting me in that position. If you don't accept me, if you don't love me, if you don't want to know me, I don't really care who you are. That's fine. But I don't have to conform to your idea of who I should be. Does that make sense? And so that's why it's so important to not take things so seriously. It's like, okay, that's cool. If you have those feelings, it's on you. It's on you. It's not on me. And I'm just gonna go be over here celebrating myself, my uniqueness. I'm celebrating the way that I handle things, and my goofiness. I don't care. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna move that energy in my world. I'm gonna become it so I can create with it and bring more of that into my reality. And I want that a part of my life, right? That's important to me, my happiness. Because when I'm happy, when I choose to be happy, and when I focus on coming home, which coming home is like understanding our soul spark, right? Understanding this is who we truly are. And boom, um, I'm coming home to myself. remembering that I don't have to be anything that I'm not, and I don't have to pretend. I get to just be true. And if that is offensive to some, that's offensive to some. But I'm okay with that. And I listen. I look to the stories of our elders. I listen and I work to be me. I feel like I'm rambling now. So I hope that you can take something from this. I hope that you enjoyed that interesting. This is from the Sacred Hags Oracle. I'll post the pictures. It's very interesting the way they work it. And I gave you, the morning ritual, the evening ritual. So even with these cards, you have something to work with, right? You have something to utilize and to explore. So feel free to do that. And I hope you enjoyed this. We didn't really get any donations, so I'm not gonna, which is fine. I can go do. I have some other projects that I'm working on, so I don't have to do any readings right now. So that's cool. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I will. What is today? I don't even know. It's Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do cards of the day tomorrow as well. So I'll be back tomorrow. Again, thank you so much for being here, being present with me, and sharing, this space with me. I know these cards are a little different, so maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but that's fine. Stuff for us to think about. If you have any suggestions for any, future decks that you want me to work with here, let me know. I mean, I'll be happy to obtain some if I can. And if you have any special requests for future content, always reach out, let me know, communicate with me. I'm happy to help where I'm able to. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, take care.